Yes.
Yes. All the time. Sometimes I'll sit there and if they have like those pens that have a bunch of different moving pieces, I'll take it apart entirely and just lay out all the pieces and then just put it back together just to think about the way that simple things like that are made. It's insane. It's really incredible just like how each and every individual thing is created.
Like CNC machinist, I feel like is a very big one because you do have to have the engineer to program it, but at the same time, you got to have the CNC machinist that knows how to run the machine to get the precise parts.
Yeah, I think Cleveland County has a lot just because I don't think we'd be able to run without it. Like, it's a big part of the world. We just don't realize it.
Yeah, I think there's tons. Manufacturing is one of those industries that's never gonna disappear because there's always gonna be something that needs to be built, and there's always gonna be people that need to get paid to build that stuff.
You could take machining anywhere in this world. There's machine shops in every town and every city. The pay can be very well. If you strive to be the best and you really, really try to master the craft, you can take it anywhere in the world. It can range from extremely complicated to extremely simple. You can make any part in the world. You can take it up to aerospace.
We make actuators for the F-16 fighter jet. We make actuators for the F-22, JSF, which is the Joint Strike Fighter, or you may hear it called the F-35. So we've got several different machining disciplines, anything from milling, turning, shaping. We've got some hobbing machines, there's grinding. Me coming in here, initially it's kind of a shock. This is a big building. There's a lot of people. It's, a lot of moving parts. So it was a little nerve-wracking. I felt overwhelmed almost at times, but the longer I was here, the more I got comfortable with it and had some really good trainers that helped me get to where I'm at now.
Being in the aerospace industry, it's very significant. As a machinist, we have to hold tight tolerances and check every part that we create because we're going to send them to military aircraft, so making sure that them parts run well is very important. When I graduated high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Luckily, I came to manufacturing and it worked out for me, and if you're willing to give an opportunity, then hey, give it a shot.
As a machinist at Curtiss-Wright, I feel like there's great opportunities because there's not as many younger people getting into it anymore. So I feel like there's an aging workforce in a few years. Even now, there's huge potential to step in and grow and move on up into higher level positions.
Man, there's so many different types of manufacturing and so many different processes that you can use to make different things.
We manufacture industrial plastics, typically for packaging companies. We essentially keep the industries around us that provide us goods and services. We keep them afloat and we keep them running. Plastics specifically is very different. There's not a lot of places that machine plastics. When you're talking about CNC machining, mostly people think of metal machining.
We're very diverse here with the different types of equipment we have. When I was in high school, I was actually approached by a company who was offering a apprenticeship program. I learned on the job while I was in college. Apprenticeships are good because that's the best way in the door. In an apprenticeship, the good thing is they know that you are trying to learn. I learned how to run the machines I needed by making the parts I needed to run the machines. And if I needed a vise, I built a vise. I learned how to do machining and grinding and all of that by making the tooling that I needed to have on the job.
We make custom cabinets all the way from the customer's, just idea to putting it down on computer, laying all the materials out, all the way up to the final product. Manufacturing is a lot more than just an assembly line. When I was younger, I just kind of seen it as a bunch of people just doing the same things over and over. They all have just one job, everybody's just doing the same old things every day. But once I got into it, I realized that especially the custom cabinetry, it truly is custom.
It's definitely a good experience. It's a good field to be in. It's informative. You learn a lot. You can take a lot of skills and produce them into the real world, and just be independent and be on your own.
If you have a willingness to learn anything, never try to stray away from going after it. There's you never know until you try. And there's endless options in the manufacturing, not just cabinetry, not just woodworking, any kind of material. There's endless options of what you can do.